Khan, the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, verses 14 through 17. The Lord hath mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. Neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. Verse 16, in that day, God, shall Egypt be like unto women, and it shall be afraid and fear because of the shaking of the hand of the Lord of hosts, which he shaketh over it. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, call Allah Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakah Qudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace and blessing to the Lord's hopefully elect who continue to push this gospel throughout the whole entire earth, wherever ye are scattered in these last days. Shalom, Akim. Shalom. And by the time you see this video, the Shabbat will be in, okay? So Shabbat Shalom to the Akim, all right? No work in Egypt, okay? Trying to figure out how I'm going to, all right, title the video, or it may be the dark future of America, okay? Or job growth has declined, all right, somewhere along those lines. But the point is, this is the decline of Babylon the Great, all right? I think I seen a couple of weeks ago, all right, that over 300,000 so-called black women have lost their jobs. All right? The Lord is bringing pain to the people, all right, who have walked in great pride, all right? In fact, let me get that, man, all right? People who call themselves blue-collar workers, or you bragging about women bragging about being independent, all right? Now it's time for you to feel pain, all right? Because AI is finna take over all the big tech jobs, corporate jobs, from Amazon to the, to you sitting in your office. Basic 9-to-5 jobs, AI is taking over all that. Okay. This will usher in a universal basic income because of it, or what Elon Musk is deeming a universal high income. Okay, to give you a certain amount of cash, thousands of dollars every month. Remember, you will own nothing and be happy. 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. This is just the start of the great miseries. All right? The start of the great miseries. All right? Job losses. Okay? I gotta check out the GDP to see what it is in this quarter. Or when it does end, you see what the GDP is, which is the gross domestic product. All right? The GDP, to see where that percent is, okay? Because now the Fed is talking about, which I'm finna get into, okay, possibly raising the rates once again. And Trump is already hinted at, he's pissed at Jerome Powell because he doesn't know what the F he's doing, okay? He doesn't know what the F he's doing. Saying he should have fired him. This guy right here, all right? Trump stated I should have been fired. Okay? All right? But you can't blame him. This is the Lord that's doing this. I just read it in Isaiah 19 about the Lord of hosts. The Lord is shaking this economy up. Okay? You say goodbye to them jobs, man. All right? And they have jobs out there, but our people they're just too damn lazy. All right? This is from yahoo.com. or finance.yahoo.com. Top analysis says the next 5 years could see no growth in workers at all. All right. That's as of today. And today's date is what it is, August the 7th, 2025, the hopeful year of our deliverance, hopeful year of judgment upon Esau, Edom, and destruction in Babylon the Great, and ultimately all over the world. Top analyst says the next 5 years could see no growth in workers at all. God. And sends a warning about the fate of the U.S. economy. Let's get into it. As the U.S. labor market shows clear signs of stalling. Clear signs of stalling. Okay, coming to an abrupt halt. All right, to where you go and apply. All right, you got the sign on there that says not hiring. Or when you do call, they telling you we're not hiring at the moment right now. Well, just give me your name and number. All right, we'll call you when we get something, or check back in a few weeks. Okay, that's what it's saying. One of Wall Street, big business. This big business, man, leading strategist is sounding a sharp warning. With America's workforce, in a demographic crunch and historic changes in immigration policy underway. Read that again. With America's workforce in a demographic crunch, everything is tight. Okay? Yeah, hard times is hard. The Bible spoke about that in 2 Timothy. All right? About perilous times. Things are tight. Well, I can't spend the actual money that I used to do back in 2019 and 2020 due to the inflation. Okay? We're just a matter of moments, seconds, from things spiraling out of control to where the rapid cost of things just shoots way up to where you can't afford it at all. There's no way I can pay for that. You know, our people, the Israelites, so-called Negroes, all the way down to the so-called Mexicans, specifically the tribe of Judah, like to put things on layaway. Put things on layaway, all right? Or you paying on things monthly, all right? You try to save a little bit, all right? But then things just start to pile up and pile up and pile up. The bills just start to just all on top of your damn head. People losing their jobs, losing their homes, got to move back home with moms, you know? Yeah, many great miseries, okay? Let me get that, man. Right? Get that real quick. Yep. Revelation chapter 6. All right. And verse 6. All right. Well, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld, and lo, a black horse. And the black horse represents what? Ultimately going deeper into this is slavery, a dark time. All right. So in today's modern society right now, the black horse will represent the coming prophecy of Jeremiah 30 and 7. All right. Jacob's trouble. Okay. Hard times, man. All right. You know what black represents? What? Death, man. All right. So this is going to usher in, people losing jobs going to usher in 2nd Ezra 15 and 16. Well, I done lost everything. I don't have anything. You know, me and my wife just had a baby. Okay. Well, how's my kid going to eat? All right. Now I got to come take yours. It ain't about, about us being friends for over 30 years. But I don't have anything to eat. My child is starving, looking at me with those welling eyes, teary eyes. I got to do what I got to do. Just like on the movie Dead Presidents. All right? Things got tight for Jake. Speaking of, his name was Anthony on there. All right? Ultimately, you know, Lorenz Tate. Anthony Curtis was his name. Things got tight for Jake. He even told the judge when they caught him, he said things got bad for me, so I had to do what I had to do. He had a baby already. The baby name was Sarah. Had another baby that was on the way. Lost his job as a meat cutter. And he resorted to doing what? Robbing a fucking bank. Well, you want to say bank or whatever, you know, the money, the thing that holds the money in. You know, Jake went for the big score. Jake wasn't bullshitting. If he was, you know, people are wise to do evil, so I ain't going inside of the bank. I'm finna hit this, you know, this big truck right here that hauls thousands and thousands of dollars. And you got this Ephraimite who with him. Told him how much they're gonna be having, man. Just millions of dollars. All right? Due to that crunch, things got tight for him. That's what's it's happening now, and it's gonna get far, far worse for you people. As I just read in 2 Ezra 8:50. All right? So it says, and I beheld in lo a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. That's the economy. All right? Your daily wages, all right? Well, now the Fed looks at the job growth. Well, this is not up to where we needed to be. I got to raise interest rates to try to curb the inflation. All right? Try to ease the pain. You can't ease it. All right? The Lord is just slowly just crushing this place, just gutting it from the inside out. All right? It says, it is quite possible that the next 5 years will see no growth in workers at all. No growth at all. No work in Egypt. All right? No work in Egypt. Let me hold this on deck, man. I got to get this. I'm finna get this and wrap this thing up. Okay? This is it, man. Yep. Ecclesiastes chapter 12. We'll stop right here. And we're finna start right here. Okay? It says the implications according to David Kelly, chief globalist strategist at JP Morgan, which is another, all right, another big time company, man. Just read about Wall Street. Now you're hearing JP Morgan. Asset management are profound for the Federal Reserve and for investors, chief among them, the need for exceptional caution before lowering interest rates. All right? They were talking about lowering interest rates, all right, because try to make it more, you know, substantial, all right, for the American people, which are already catching hell as it is. And not just the Israelites, Edomites. You're feeling the pain too. You see them videos all on YouTube with Edomite women crying in their cars about how hard it is. Now you're having to work 2 and 3 jobs. Talking about the Edomite women. And this is your, all right, your place of rest. Your kingdom. Your heaven. America. Now you're catching hell. I just read it once again because you have walked in great pride. All right? Watch this. Kelly used his regular notes on this week ahead researcher's note to survey the implications, perhaps assesses the damage of Friday's shocking job report, which revised downward job creation in May and June by 258,000 jobs, a decline of jobs. Layoffs. We're not hiring. All right? Pretty much only, you know, like I say, Amazon gonna have it. They gonna end up getting rid of Jake. They gonna have jobs. You know, you got Whole Foods, Kroger's, Walmart. You know, I work in the chemical refinery, so they steady creating, jobs and adding on to chemical refineries down here in Louisiana. You got a Hyundai plant out there in Donaldsonville, Louisiana. I think it's like a don't quote me, I think it's like a 2 point some billion-dollar project. It's going to be an ammonia plant. All right. Exxon down here in Baton Rouge, they're about to do a big expansion in the refineries. Okay. And ultimately, AI going to do all that anyway. He's going to just wipe everything out. All right. Yeah. Furthermore, employers added just 73,000 jobs in July. That's it. Well below the 110,000 consensus estimate. Estimated that they were going to supersede over 100,000 jobs, and it didn't happen. Matter of fact, it reversed and it went the other way. You lost. All right? You didn't reach that goal. Ecclesiastes 12:1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth, which we're doing. Okay? While the evil days come not, Jacob's trouble, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or light or moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the cloud return after the rain, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, J.P. Morgan, Wall Street, okay, the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, all right, Federal Reserve, headed by the guy who I previously showed you, Jerome Powell, the World Bank, all right, they hold the keys to the economy. All right? The stock market. You always see them guys in the stock market, the Edomites, just sweating bullets when the Dow or the NASDAQ just declines, nosedives. Or you look at the images when you want to get a picture of an icon or do a video like I'm doing now on the economy. You see the Edomites just holding their head like this. All right? Yeah. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease. That's what I might entitle the video. And the grinders cease because they are few. And those that look out, nobody get no job. It's a freeze on the hiring. Okay? Matter of fact, the governor down here in Louisiana has put a freeze on, state jobs. There's been a freeze on that, as far as I know. All right? And the grinders cease because they are few. You're going to have a few people on the job. Mass layoffs. All right? Like I said earlier, a lot of you women are losing your jobs. And Isaiah the 32nd chapter spoke about that. All right? Many days, many years, ye shall have trouble. All right? Yep. And those that look out of the window be darkened. This is the grim and dark future of America. All right? Very dark future for America. All right? Let me get that back real quick. I'm finna wrap this thing up. It says, the unemployment rate, slacking. This left, speaking of the 73,000 jobs in July, which was well below the 110,000 that was projected to happen, didn't happen. So this left the average monthly increase for the past quarter at a paltry 35,000 jobs that were only added during that monthly quarter period. Okay? The unemployment rate ticked up to 4.2% in July, as both employment numbers and labor force participated slipped further. Read it again. The unemployment rate ticked up to 4.2% in July. So no matter what them devils, the Edomites get on TV and say, Trump says about jobs, we're adding jobs, no. All right? I remember Obama was lying. When people thought he was the savior of everything, he was just lie his ass off, man. All you got to do is just go and research it, and you will see. Like I just pulled an article right now. All right? It's authentic. It is authentic. A 4.2% increase, all right, of unemployment. All right? This is the dark future of America. Okay? I think that was it on that one. All right? Verse 4. Ecclesiastes 12:4. And the doors shall be shut in the streets. Unemployment is going to cause doors to be shut in the streets. All you need is a pandemic to happen, and it goes back to 2019 and 2020. The shutdown. And it's coming. It's coming. All right? I just posted an article yesterday about the thingy thing is here again, and it's not here again. It never left. What happened in 2019 and 2020, the C word, is here again. Nah, it never left. All right? It never left. All right? Yeah. It says, and the doors shall be shut in the streets. Small businesses going, they all right? Esau, the Lord used Esau to destroy the middle class and just set up what? The top and the bottom. And when the door shall be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low, it is low. I get text messages on social media all the time. Man, can you hire me? Women, I need a job. It's more women asking me, inboxing me on social media. Can you help me get a job? All right. I heard you. I see you in the refinery. Whether you see me on the streets, okay, or you share a story on Instagram of you working, all right, and they comment and say, look, I need a job, man. Can you get me on? Or can you rec me in? All right. I had to get back with you. See, ask XE. And y'all doing hiring. I got some people that need some jobs, and we ain't doing nothing right now. All right, but just give me their names. I'll let you when I know something, you'll know something. And that's just what it is. The ground is low, and he shall rise up the voice of the bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. And even with that, speaking of music in the industry, they used to have NWA, or Run DMC, all them guys were holding up. Today you see Jay just holding up money bags and the big piles of money just wrapped, all up to his head and to his ears. Jake wasn't doing that back then. That's how you know the dollar is on a decline, because it's not backed by a damn thing. You just printing, Jake just holding up money like this, America's finished, man. America's finished. When a nigga just holds up a lot of money like this as a slave, we at the end. So hey, the grinding is low, man. Giving all infinite honor and glory and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Harakapadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. And peace and blessing to the Lord's hopefully elect who continue to push his truth. Bible Ball, Kwame Ashala, Shalom Malkin. And by the time you see this, and when it uploads, the Shabbat will be in. So Shabbat Shalom to the Akim.